That orange light, the check engine light, it turned on while I was 500 miles from home, and I did what any rational person would do. I panicked, but then I drove another 1,000 miles with it on. Here's what I learned and how a $15 gadget changed everything. When that light appears, your mind races. Is my engine about to explode? Is this a $3,000 repair? Should I pull over right now? I used to think the same way until I discovered that most people are literally throwing money away because they do not understand one simple thing. Not all check engine lights are created equal. Here's the truth nobody tells you. That light could mean anything from a loose gas cap to imminent engine failure. Let me show you how stupidly simple this is. First, find your OBD2 port. It's usually under the dashboard on the driver's side. Plug in the scanner. Download a free app like Torque or Car Scanner. Connect via Bluetooth. Boom! You now know exactly what your car is trying to tell you. Now, here's where it gets interesting. After scanning thousands of cars, mechanics will tell you that 80% of check engine lights are these 5 harmless codes. Code P0456, small evap leak. Translation? Your gas cap isn't tight. I'm not kidding. Twist it 3 clicks, clear the code, problem solved. This is the #1 reason people pay $150 for diagnostics. P0420, catalyst efficiency. Your catalytic converter is getting old. But unless you have emissions testing, you can drive for months or even years with this code. P0171, system too lean. Usually just a dirty air filter or mass airflow sensor. $20 fix you can do in your driveway. P0128, coolant temperature below threshold. Your engine takes longer to warm up. Annoying in winter, but not dangerous. P0442, medium evap leak. Maybe a small crack in a vapor hose. Won't leave you stranded. But here's when you need to stop driving immediately. These 3 codes are the killers. P0301 through P0308. Misfire detected. You know that rough shaking. That's raw fuel destroying your catalytic converter. Every mile you drive could cost you $100 in damage. I've seen people turn a $50 spark plug replacement into a $1,500 catalyst replacement. P1011 or P1021, camshaft timing issues. This is the big one. Your engine's timing is off, and if you keep driving, valves meet pistons. That's not a repair, that's an engine replacement. We're talking $5,000 minimum. P0522, oil pressure sensor low. No oil pressure means metal grinding on metal. I've seen engines see solid after just 10 miles of ignoring this code. The engine becomes a giant paperweight. Here's what really opened my eyes. That check engine light that had me panicking for 1,000 miles, it was P0450X, the loose gas cap. I spent 2 weeks stressed about nothing. Meanwhile, my neighbor ignored a P0301 misfire for just 1 week and melted his catalytic converter. $1,000 mistake. Let me break this down financially. Professional diagnostic scan, $100 to $150 each time. My $15 scanner has saved me over $700 in the last 3 years just in diagnostic fees alone. Not to mention the peace of mind of knowing exactly what's wrong. Here's my rule of thumb. If the check engine light is blinking, pull over immediately. That's active misfire territory. If it's solid, you're usually okay to drive home or to a shop. But always scan it first. Knowledge is power. And in this case, knowledge costs $15. Pro tip, before you clear any code, write it down or take a photo. If it comes back, you know it's a real issue. If it doesn't, you just saved yourself a trip to the mechanic. The 1,000 miles I drove with that check engine light taught me something important. We've been conditioned to fear that little orange light when really it's just your car trying to communicate. And for the price of a pizza, you can speak its language. So what's the weirdest code you've ever seen? Drop it in the comments below. I had a buddy get P2767, input speed sensor no signal. His car thought it was standing still while doing 70 on the highway. And hey, if this saved you from panic or unnecessary repair bill, hit that subscribe button. Your wallet will thank you later.